welcome to today's soul session. Today I'm talking about breath work. I just finished a 4-day course on an incredible practice, a breathwork practice that I really want to share with you guys because truthfully, when I started the breathwork course last week, I really didn't know what to expect. I had it recommended to me by my naturopath. And if you guys don't know, at the moment I'm doing a very intense cleanse. And part of her recommendation for the cleanse was to do this breathwork course. So, I mean, I do deep breathing and I've heard a lot about it and I see that there's so much research on it, but actually doing the course was so cool. And it was only $175 and it was just 2 hours a day for 4 days. And it was amazing. So we learned about a breath technique called Sudarshan Kriya, and it's an Indian breathwork modality, and oh my gosh, it's so cool, and it's something that I'm going to be implementing into my morning routine every single day, on top of my meditating every day. So I've just added an extra 20 minutes to my morning routine, but it's so worth it, and I wanted to share with you guys why. So if you're a member of the HSC, my online holistic health program, you'll know that we talk about deep breathing all the time. It's one of the methods that we teach inside the program for so many reasons, for mindfulness, to reduce stress, and just quickly, just to explain why deep breathing is so important. Otherwise known as diaphragmatic breathing. So you have your diaphragm that sits here right underneath your lungs and right above your gut, your intestines, your stomach. So when you breathe deeply, when you intentionally, expand your lungs and your diaphragm is actually moving up and down, there's so many incredible benefits. The first thing is it really helps with gut health because it's actually massaging your gut. But the other amazing thing about it, or one of the amazing things, is that there are neurotransmitters that are connected to your diaphragm from your brain, and your diaphragm moving up and down like that, like not just shallow breathing. Like right now, I want you to be very mindful of your breath. Are you just breathing like normal? That's not diaphragmatic breathing. Diaphragmatic breathing is really expanding the lungs and really moving your diaphragm, right? So that tells your brain, it sends a signal to your brain that you are safe, that you are calm, that you are not in any danger. When you shallow breath, right, and when you are stressed, and stress could mean anything for you. It could be your calendar is crazy. It could be your kids are driving you crazy. It could be work is full on. It could be you're running late. It could be, we're stressed by so many different things today that when you're stressed, you shallow breathe, and that is telling your brain that you are in danger, that you are needing, to be in a fight or flight response. And traditionally, back in the caveman days, being in a fight or flight response meant we were being chased by a tiger, or we were in a famine, or we were starving, or we were looking for shelter or something like that. But today our brain can't tell the difference between a tiger chasing us and us running late. So we have the same response. We're in fight or flight. So that deep breathing, that diaphragmatic breathing really helps to tell your brain that you're okay. And so when you're not okay, when you're stressed, when you're overworked, overwhelmed, anxious, depressed, you have an accumulation of what is called cortisol in your bloodstream. And cortisol is a stress response hormone. And so when you have cortisol running through your system, if this is you like every single day, that hormone does something where it stops the communication from your brain to all the different parts of your body. So it stops the communication from your brain to your organs that regulate hormones, to your gut that helps you to absorb nutrients and digest food, to your skin, to your lungs, to everything, to every organ in your body, your skin, every single cell doesn't have that proper communication to and from your brain because of cortisol. Cortisol also makes us put on weight, but the thing I want to really focus on here is when you are stressed, when you're in that situation, you don't just turn it off. You can't just turn it off. You can't just say to your brain, okay, brain, stop being stressed now. Like, I think I can deal with this. It doesn't work like that. When you can't sleep at night because you have insomnia, you can't just tell your brain to sleep. I mean, I'm sure you have laid in bed wide awake and tried to fall asleep, and you just can't, like, especially when you've got certain hormones like cortisol running through your body. So there is one way that you can actually, there are several ways that you can reduce stress. Some of them I don't agree with, that includes pharmaceuticals. There are ways to decrease stress and depression and anxiety, and there are natural ways and there are non-natural ways. So there are a lot of people who are popping pills and they're reliant on their anti-whatever medication, but there is this incredible modality that is free, easily accessible, that you can do every day and literally takes 20 minutes, and that is breath work. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. That's what I want to share with you about the course that I just did, and in particular Sudarshan Kriya, because it is literally such an easy 20-minute breath work thing that you can do in the morning and you can get on with your day. And there is so much research that has been conducted. There's over 65 independent studies on this specific breathing modality that shows that it not only decreases stress, decreases depression, anxiety, but it also increases your immune system. It increases your focus, your concentration, your problem solving, and so many other things. It's not just healing for the mind, but there are so many studies that show that it's healing for the body. So what has been shown in studies is that your prolactin hormone increases. So prolactin is kind of like the opposite of cortisol. It's a well-being hormone in your body. And so when you have increased levels of prolactin, your body heals. Literally, your body heals. Like, do you not find that crazy? I find that so amazing, yet no one is talking about this. Instead of like telling people to breathe deeper and eat well during this freaking stupid pandemic, people are being told to stay indoors, get locked up, put on a mask, and it just makes absolute no sense whatsoever. So I really want to share with you guys about the effects of Sudarshan Kriya, and I want to recommend the course that I did. Like I said, it was $175. It's available worldwide. I just did it on Zoom. It was 2 hours for 4 days in a row. And honestly, like when I saw that it was 2 hours for 4 days in a row, I was like, I don't have time for this, because my calendar is so full. But I listened. I was like, okay, there's a reason why I've been told to do this, and I've been practicing the breath work now. Today was my 5th day, and it's something that if you do every single day, you will see so many incredible benefits, not only in your mental health, but your well-being. And if you're someone like me who is like a high-performing, like high achiever, business owner who literally is on the go from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, then this is something you need in your life. And I've always had a meditation practice anyway in my day. Like I usually meditate anywhere between 30 to 80 minutes, depending how much time I have when I wake up. I'll wake up naturally, and then depending what time my body's woken up, I will do a certain amount of meditation. But like, yeah, if I wake up super early, I'll do a full 80-minute one. If I've woken up with not that much time, I'll do a minimum 30-minute meditation. So that's always been a part of my day, and I do believe that has like a crazy part to do with how much I can get done, and how productive I can be, and how efficient I am, and how I'm not stressed all the time. But this is like a whole other level that I get to place onto my morning meditation practice. So I've got some stats here as well, I forgot to mention, just around what the research on Sudarshan Kriya has shown. So it has shown, so over 65 independent studies, there's a 218% increase in deeper sleep from following this 20-minute breath work every day. 50% increase in prolactin, which I mentioned before is that wellbeing hormone. A 56% reduction in cortisol, so that was that nasty hormone that I just told you about that just causes havoc in our bodies, and a 70% remission rate of depression in 1 month. It decreases depression by that much. It's just crazy, right? So yeah, I guess what I wanted to sort of go into a little bit deeper as well now is I guess just like talking about regulating emotions. I talk to so many people every day who are so stressed. They're stressed about their business because they want to do better. They're stressed about their health because they might be really unwell, or they're just stressed about something. Like, we're all stressed about something. It might be financial stress. It might be whatever, right? So instead of feeling like you have no control on your stress and anxiety and overwhelm and depression, all these emotions that come up for you, the only reason you're feeling those feelings is because you're not breathing properly. So this is the craziest part of the whole thing. You can literally change your emotions by breathing properly. So when you are shallow breathing, and when I mean shallow breathing, like you're not conscious of it, and you're breathing like really like fast, and your lungs aren't moving, like your chest isn't expanding and coming in and out, then that is linked to you not having a coping mechanism of whatever's going on in life. And so instead of being overwhelmed by all of these emotions, you can literally take control of every single negative emotion that you experience, and you can do it by following the breathing technique. And so, yeah, like I said before, it does all those things. Like, it decreases anxiety, depression, and stress and overwhelm, but it also helps you to excel and be more successful at whatever it is that you're doing. It helps you be more problem solution focused. It helps you to be in a beta brainwave, which is an incredible, it helps to enhance beta, which means like when you're in a stressful situation, being able to cope and problem solve in that situation. Like I said before, it increases your immune system. It does all those incredible things. And then when you're diaphragmatically breathing, of course, if you have gut health problems, this will be amazing for you, because it is such an incredible way for you to help your gut. The other thing is, the reason why most people have gut health problems, like bloating, digestive issues, malnutrition, because they're not absorbing stuff properly, all of that stuff is actually linked to not breathing correctly. Because when you are in fight or flight, think about it this way. Let's pretend, like I said before, your brain doesn't know the difference between being chased by a tiger and running late for work. So you are in the same fight or flight mode when whatever it is that's happening to you. When you're being chased by a tiger, you don't need to rest, you don't need to digest your food, you don't need to go to the toilet, you just need to run for your life to survive. So what happens is all of the blood flow goes to your extremities. It goes to your arms so that you can fight, and it goes to your legs so that you can run. That is what happens to you when you're in fight or flight. So what happens is all of the blood flow that's in this area of your body disappears. So all of a sudden your gut isn't digesting, your gut's not absorbing anything, you're not going to the toilet, and all these horrible things are happening to your gut. And then people wonder why they have hormone problems, they have PCOS, endometriosis, they have and it's not just your gut, by the way, it's your reproductive system that is not having enough blood flow to it. So again, like infertility, period problems, like all these things are literally linked to you being stressed and being in fight or flight. And you can totally change that by breathing properly every single freaking day. Do you think that's amazing? So I do. Anyway, so when your blood flow isn't in this area, your body is just like all the blood flow goes to your brain, so you can think, your arms and your legs, and pretty much the main organs of your body that help you survive, like your heart. That's why your heart increases, because it has more blood flow going through it. So it's just all these little things that I wanted to just bring up and talk to you guys about today, because obviously I'm in the wellness space and I talk to a lot of people who are unwell, and have, are suffering with disease, which is just a dis-ease, and it can just totally be solved by something like this, which is so important. So research shows that this type of breathing is as effective as, this is crazy, anti-depression drug therapy. Why are we taking antidepressants? I don't understand. Why aren't we being taught about this every single day for every single person? It's just blows my mind. And there's no side effects and it's free. And the more consistent you are with it, the more results that you get. So I wanted to share, before I head off, I've just got my computer here. I'm going to share the name of the course that I did. And you know what? I'm actually going to just put it in my caption of this video so you can go and check it out. I have no affiliation with the course. The course is run by volunteers. Oh my God, they're the most beautiful people in the planet. They volunteer their time to teach this practice to people because it is so life-changing. Susan, what was the breathing method you said when reading the stats? It's called Sudarshan Kriya. Sudarshan Kriya. I'm posting this on my wall, and I'll have all the details, the spelling and everything in my caption. I'll post the link with all the research. I'll post the link to the actual course itself in case you want to do it. Like I said, I don't have any affiliation with it. I just think everybody in the world needs to be doing this because, no one's being taught about it. So I hope that helped you today in some way, shape or form. If you feel like you know someone who needs to hear this, who needs to learn about maybe why they're so unwell and why they're experiencing, problems with their gut, their reproductive system, their mental health, this is incredible for that. But not only that, guys, I just want to remind you that this is an incredible modality to heal your body, to boost your immune system, to fight off anything that is dangerous. Like this is the answer, not everything else that we're being fed by society. Like this is the type of stuff we need to be sharing with people so that they feel safe and they trust their bodies enough that they can fight anything. Okay, all right, love you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's session, and make sure you check out the captions so that you can get in on all the goodness. Okay, bye.